And now we're going to turn to our final division of the evening, but it is an extensive one, so we invite you to get that second cocktail or another bite of dessert or something. This is all media. It honors work done across broadcast, print, and online. First up, it is column writing or blog news.
And second place goes to Denby Fawcett, Honolulu Civil Beat, with a third place to her colleague Neil Milner, Honolulu Civil Beat.
And first place for column writing goes to Lee Cataluna at Honolulu Civil Beat.
Cataluna consistently combined strong writing, good reporting, and humor to produce compelling reads.
Next up in all media, column writing or blog, features or sports.
And second place in this column writing category goes to Sharing Mana'o, Kathy Collins from Maui News. Third place goes to State of Aloha, Ben Lowenthal from Maui News.
And all media column writing, features or sports, first place goes to Neighbors, Profiles of Our Community, Sarah Rupenthal, Maui News.
The writing is excellent and the people selected are fascinating.
Okay, short and to the point. We shift now to Robbie and my favorites from many, many years, government reporting. Bring back more government reporting, please. We need more active government reporting, and we've seen some examples of it right here.
Yes, and our first one is an ambitious project that turned out so well. Second place goes to How Honolulu's Rail got to $12.45 billion in 11 years late. Noel Fujiioride, Hawaii Business. And third place, the fight over Hawaii's important agricultural lands. Stuart Yurden, Honolulu Civil Beat.
And Robbie and I were covering rail for so long. We'll talk about this later, but yeah, we remember when it was $1 billion project. And Robbie, your big front page story was?
$3 billion. It still shows up in some of the stories about the rising costs. There it is on the front page. $3 billion. Rail soars to $3 billion.
a mere $3 billion. But anyway, we move on. Sorry, first place for government reporting. All media goes to the Miski Enterprise. Ian Lind from Honolulu Civil Beat.
The facts in this brazen case could have lent themselves to sensationalism, but this was a sober view of what was hiding in plain sight.
Yeah, that was another case during our rehearsal. We were talking about what, not that we're trying to borrow money from Ian Lind, but your coverage has been so amazing on the Miski case.
Oh yeah, it's just such amazing stuff and so well documented. Nice job, Ian.
We're waiting for the book. You know?
Yes. Oh my God, and the movie.
And now we switch to the All Media Award for Breaking News Reporting. And we start with second place, Kona Storm, Dakota Grossman, Lila Fujimoto, and Colleen Uechi, Maui News. And first place, Haiku Storm, Keholani Sorizo, Dakota Grossman, and Lila Fujimoto, Maui News.
Several days of solid follow-ups made this package worthy of first place.
And next up in all media is health reporting. Second place goes to Can We Talk? Robbie Dingman from Honolulu Magazine. And third place goes to Why Are Data Glitches Continually Skewing Hawaii's COVID-19 Numbers? By Stuart Yurton from Honolulu Civil Beat.
And first place in all media health reporting goes to First Responders Outreach Workers Struggle to Tackle Hawaii's Evolving Drug Crisis. Lynn Kawano and Peter Tang, Hawaii News Now.
This is true boots-on-the-ground reporting. I was enthralled by the frontline point of view.
Next up for science reporting, we have second place, Watershed Moment, Catherine Lowe Griffin from Hanaho Magazine. And third place in science reporting goes to One Mosquito Bite Can Kill This Endangered Hawaiian Bird. Now officials face tough choices. Michelle Broder Van Dyke.
And our first place for all media science reporting goes to How the Red Hill Fuel System Has Threatened Oahu's Drinking Water for Decades. Christina Jedra and April Estrelon, Honolulu Civil Beat.
A comprehensive, well-written, and well-presented story that reveals how a community's future can be affected by the actions of a few.
And next, we're going to present the awards for Data Journalism Story or Series.
And we begin with second place. Big Island police killings often involve troubled victims and guns, and the number has spiked. Blaze level, Honolulu Civil Beat. And third place, HPD's pursuit policy leads to crashes in a third of cases. Jacob Giannis, Honolulu Civil Beat.
And first place in the Data Journalism Story or Series category goes to How Will Urban Honolulu Deal with the Rising Ocean? Cynthia Wessendorf from Hawaii Business Magazine.
The data sources are strong, but the graphics help the reader comprehend geography, scale of issue, and proposed solutions.
Now we turn to all media sports reporting.
As second place in sports reporting goes to The Young Man in the Sea from Catherine Lowe Griffin. Third place, The Business of Esports, Brian McGinnis from Pacific Business News.
And first place in all media sports reporting goes to Hawaii's new stadium project at Crossroads amid delays, rising costs, State Comptroller says. Brian McGinnis, Spectrum News, Hawaii.
A well-researched and detailed report, yet presented in a very readable manner, with well-chosen visuals as it explores how a publicly funded project can affect its host community.
Next, we have all media arts and entertainment writing.
We begin with second place, Local Flow by Eric Stinton for Hanaho. And third place, Back to the Bar, Christina O'Connor, Pacific Business News.
And first place in arts and entertainment goes to Freedom of Movement, Constance Hale from Hanaho Magazine.
Constance Hale crafted a moving story about the surprising power of hula to empower men in the unlikely environment of San Quentin Prison.
We turn next. Wow, yeah, really good piece. We turn next to editorial opinion. And second place in editorial opinion goes to Civil Beat editorials from the Civil Beat editorial board at Honolulu Civil Beat.
And first place in all media editorial opinion goes to Maui News editorials, Matthew Thayer, Maui News.
The quality of work from the Maui News editor in the Honolulu Civil Beat was high.
And now we look at editorial cartoons and illustrations.
Second place goes to Bad Penny, John Pritchett, Honolulu Civil Beat. And third place, Endgame, John Pritchett, Honolulu Civil Beat.
First place in the cartoon category goes to Oh, the Places You'll Go, John Pritchett from Honolulu Civil Beat.
This image was a fun take on the news. Nice idea and artwork.
Our next honors go to Informational Graphic, and it was a sweep for our sister publication of Hawaii Business. Second place goes to How Honolulu's Rail Got to $12.45 billion and 11 years late, Noelle Fujiioride and Kelsey Ige, Hawaii Business. And first place goes to The Boss Survey and 808 Poll, Steve Petranek, Amy No, Hawaii Business.
A fair amount of data is packed into this graphic, but it's well presented and organized.
Next up in the All Media Award is News Photography and Videography.
Second place in the photography videography category goes to COVID Vigil by Matthew Thayer from Maui News. Third place goes to Kona Storm in Photos by Matthew Thayer of the Maui News. And first place in the videography and photography category goes to Haleiwa Family's Major Flooding Could Have Been Prevented if Someone Had Listened to Them. Peter Tang and Mahialani Richardson from Hawaii News Now.
Very impressive use of video, engaging look live, great use of drones as well as graphics to tell the story. Excellent storytelling.
And now the All Media Award for Feature Photography Videography. And we begin with second place, The Games of Lono, P.F. Bentley, Hanaho. And third place, Rodeo Clown, Matthew Thayer, Maui News. And first place for feature photography videography goes to Guiding Lights, P.F. Bentley, Hanaho.
Just breathtaking. So many engaging aspects that catch your eye. Amazing job.
That is another of the cool benefits of coming to the awards or being with it, is that we get to revisit or check these things out. And I invite you to, once you see the whole list, to do what we do and just, fall down the rabbit hole of checking out the pieces that we've missed. They're really amazing. And next up, we have sports photography, videography for all media.
Second place goes to Sabres Canteri, claims state championship title. Dakota Grossman from Maui News. And third place goes to Nathan Florence at Pe'ahi. Michael Coots from Hanaho Magazine.
And first place goes to the Games of Lono, P.F. Bentley, Hanaho.
In this uniquely composed shot of a Pa-Uma match, P.F. Bentley captures the essence of what great sports photography does.
Okay, and turning now to all media awards for photo or video essay. First place goes to Below Te Ahupo'o, Ben Theward from Hanaho Magazine.
Ben Theward's photos are stunning. His timing and POV, combined with his use of light and color, are incredible. His work is jaw-dropping, highlighting both the power and beauty of the surf and the artistry and courage of those who write it.
Next up, the art and craft of writing headlines. Second place, the team at Hawaii Business Magazine. Steve Petranek, Noel Fujiioride, Sterling Higa, Krista Rados, and Lindsay Dow, Hawaii Business. First place in the category of headlines goes to Michael Shapiro and Hanaho for The Buck Stops Here, Tooling Around, Freedom of Movement, A Good Turn, and Watershed Moment, all from Hanaho.
The Buck Stops Here refers to deer hunters who have created some economic and environmental opportunities through their skills.
Now let's take a look at Best Explanatory Journalism.
Second place in Best Explanatory Journalism goes to Hawaii Grown from the staff of Honolulu Civil Beat. And third place goes to Land Filled, Ku'u Kawanoi, Claire Caulfield, and Christina Jedra, Honolulu Civil Beat.
Oh, sorry. I was just enjoying all of these things and then lost my place. So first place in this category, what just happened? Don Wallace, Honolulu Magazine.
Balanced reporting. The writing style carried the reader along.
Again, those concise judges.
Yeah, they're just mincing no words, getting right to the point. Yeah.
Right. We turn now to All Media Special Section, where second place goes to Still Ono After All These Years. Martha Cheng, James Nakamura, Mari Taketa, Aaron Yoshino, and Christy Young, Honolulu Magazine. And third place goes to Pineapple Awards 2021, PBN staff, Pacific Business News.
And first place for special section goes to 2021 All Island Restaurant Guide, Honolulu Magazine staff, Honolulu Magazine. Another pithy quote. Here it comes. It's short.
Mouth watering.
Enough said. Oh my goodness. Next up is all media investigative reporting. Is another strong category. Lots of great competition.
We start investigative with second place for On the Hook, Nathan Eagle, Honolulu Civil Beat. And then we have third place, Red Hill, Christina Jedra and Anita Hofschneider, Honolulu Civil Beat.
First place in investigative reporting, all media goes to The Police Files, Arbitration by Nick Ruby from Honolulu Civil Beat.
Important reporting that shed light on an issue that can help the public and policymakers take action and hold problem officers accountable.
The next category honors the best independent journalist not supported by an organization. Yes, insert your own joke here. Best independent journalist, we begin with second place, Michelle Broder Van Dyke. And our first place for independent journalist goes to Shannon Waniecki.
Wynecki showed great range in reporting in her coverage of topics from cultural to urbanist to environmental. The research was full and deep, and the experts and sources selected to be interviewed for the articles were adept and engaging.
Thanks again to all of those of you folks who've given us so much to celebrate in journalism in Hawaii this year. We're going to turn now to the All Media Award for Public Service Reporting, and we're so happy to see really spirited competition in this important category.
We begin with second place for All Media Public Service Reporting with On the Hook, Nathan Eagle, Honolulu Civil Beat. And third place, Red Hill, Nick Ruby, Christina Jedra, Honolulu Civil Beat.
And first place, the top honor for public service reporting in all media goes to How Honolulu's Rail Got to 12.45 billion and 11 years late, Noel Fujii-Oride from Hawaii Business Magazine.
This piece well displayed the egregious twists and turns of a transit project swallowed in red tape and clashing personalities.
Well, thank you for joining us and making this fun for us as well. Thank you for everyone's great work, your kind attention tonight. Keep doing what you're doing. Keep doing more of it. We hope to see you next year in person. And we do hope to be able to bring back our Gridiron show next year.